Yeah.
But it's like I
Yeah.
said yesterday, the biggest issue that I run into with the charts, the graphs, the technical analysis, the indicators is they only get recorded after they happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so, you're talking about the big green candle, and then you're waiting for the next candle. Well, you wanted to be part of that big green candle while it was going up. But
Right.
we're taught to use it as a technical indicator to determine if we're going to enter the play after. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why do I want to enter the play after it just ran with that massive volume? Why wouldn't I want to be in it before it does
Exactly. So that's
that?
what I'm trying. That's what I'm busy learning about right now is how to determine a strong market and a weak market. And to me, a weak market is something that just jumps all the way up to resistance. That is as weak as it can get. I want to see something that is making slow uptrending moves towards the top of the resistance. That's going to be a strong market for me. And it's so crazy because we say these things, we know these things, and then we still don't assess the market right, and it's so crazy.
And if you assessed it right, you would have been making money on the way up.
I would have been making money. That's what I'm saying.
Instead of 8%, you would have had
Yeah,
18% or 28%.
exactly.
Now, I'm having some connectivity issues with my internet. I just got a notice from CenturyLink that said it's going to pop in and out throughout the course of the day.
Yeah.
But I have two other internet sources, so I don't have them hooked up to my supercomputer.
Mhm.
So I'll be able to hang on the Discord, but a lot of this stuff, I think I'm going to have to look up using an iPad or my phone
Yeah. That's
while we're
cool.
doing it. So you being on the screen is going to be important.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna share my screen right now.
perfect.
See if you can
You
see
know, and it,
me.
it's just us on here right now. And what I think we should do, when the first time we did a live trading session together,
Mhm.
and it's just me and you talking, and we're going over and we're talking the different ideas and saying, okay, here's the resistance, here's support, here's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I think if we gear the conversations to go between me and you and talk like there's nobody else there, people
Yeah.
will definitely get more educational information from us
Uh-huh.
because we're in the zone, we're trading instead of worrying about, okay, hey, is everybody listening? Did you take notes on that? Things like that.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
everybody's grown, so they can make that decision themselves. So I
Exactly.
wanted to see what you thought about that.
Yeah, no, I think that's perfect. I think that we should just focus on doing the work, and I think that people want to watch that. They want to see how it's done. I think you're definitely right about that.
Awesome. I had a feeling you'd see it my way. We do
Mm-hmm.
think quite a bit alike.
Yes, sir. So thank God I'm still up on the day right now. I mean, I took a loss when I realized it wasn't reversing yet. IINN. That's the ticker I'm currently looking at right now, and I have a position at 427, literally the tip of the green candle, and and what was I gonna say? Yeah, I took a loss when I realized it wasn't reversing, and then I bought back in at the tip again, thinking it was gonna break out, which is I was wrong again because it still wasn't showing strength, and I didn't realize that I didn't remember what I learned yesterday, or yeah, I didn't remember what I learned recently. So, but now that I'm starting to see strength in the market now, I understand that a reversal is coming now. So I want to know what you think about that. If you think that I'm correct um, about IINN, and what you think about this market that's looking right now in the past. I'm looking on the 5 minute chart on IINN in the past maybe 30 minutes.
Gotcha. All right, I'm pulling it up. And you're thinking that it's getting its strength now and it's going to do its reversal.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that it had strength in the past 30 minutes. It took a slight pullback, and now there was enough strength to where it's blasting right now. It's getting ready to start going.
Okay, and what makes you think that it's gaining strength right now? Is it based
So
off of your price movement, or
yeah. So what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the order book and I'm looking at the price combined, right? Sorry, the chart combined. So the reason why I'm saying it's having strength is I'm looking at that. So you see that big red candle that came down on it must have been, I'm looking at the 5 minute chart, and it must have been 30 minutes ago, like the big red candle that came straight down
yeah, it hit 624 and then dropped.
on IINN, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, it was hit like 395 on. Yeah, it hit the tip of it
Oh,
was.
you're further up in the chart. Okay, sorry, I'm looking past an hour ago.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so you're on the 5 minute. Let me pull up the 5 minute then.
Yeah, I'm on the 5 minute and I'm in the most recent 30-minute time frame.
Gotcha. Oh, so the 587, and then it's got two red candles back to back. Do you have it up? I'll
Yeah,
take
so
a
I'm
look.
looking at the most recent. Like it's literally been like I'm looking at the 5 minute that's happening right now, and then 30 minutes before that. I don't know if you want to
Yeah.
look at.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know if you want to look at my Discord screen. Maybe it would help better.
I am looking at it right
Okay,
now.
cool. So I'm looking here. This candle right here. Are you following me right now?
Yep, I am.
Okay, so this candle right here. This is what led me to believe that there was strength, right? So there was this big dump. After there wasn't strength, there was a bunch of rejection here on the bottom, and then at this tip of this green candle here, there was still price rejection on the top. So it wasn't doing the type of moves that it was doing here, and let me explain why these are different. So this red one dropping down, it is not followed by a large candle like this one over here that's just shooting right back up. That shows that there's rejection in the market on this current trend, right? So this had this its own current trend, which was a weak trend, right? It's shooting more downward to the downside, versus this trend here. This shot down after it broke, and now it's having a current trend, which is this channel, and it's shooting to the upside here. It's all sort of to the upside of this trend here, and then it takes a slight pullback, and then it wants to break out, right? That's what I'm looking for now. I'm not looking for those big jumps. Maybe those big jumps are good for quick profits, but I'm looking for these big dumps, and then I'm looking for strength to the upside of the trend now, and that's going to tell me that it's a strong market. I'm waiting for the pullback, and then I want to enter. What do you think about that? Do you think that that's correct in terms of like reversal wise here?
Yeah, I think there's good. You have good data supporting why you think it's going to reverse.
Okay.
So I definitely think, you know, unfortunately on the charts, you can pretty much cut them into sections and you can make them look whatever you want them to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if if we look at a larger range of the chart, it makes it look like it's on a descending triangle. So the price
Exactly.
is going to consistently keep dropping. But
Mhm.
if you pull up to the short term, like on the 5 minute that we're on, it looks like it's an ascending triangle. So the
Yeah.
price is going to continue to go up.
Mhm.
So at this point, you have to trust your technical analysis,
Mhm.
just based off of what you're seeing,
Yeah, and I
and
guess it
make
depends
the
on like
decision.
exactly. I think it depends on the time frame that you're trading, right? So my trades, I want them to be
Right.
maximum 30 minutes, which I messed up on at the beginning of my trade, which was over here at the start of this big whole run. I tried to enter here and exit, and I was profitable. I was like, I must have been like 4% of my entire portfolio profitable on this trade, and I didn't exit. I thought it was going to break out, which I'm looking for the breakout reversal, and this is indicating to me that it's going to break out of its entire trend here, of this whole thing, and it's finally going to reverse back to the upside here. And that's kind of what I was looking for. And I guess it depends, yes, on the time frame that you're trading. I don't think it's going to break out to the highs. Definitely not. I think it's going to break out to the point over here where it took that fall.
That makes, yeah, what you're saying makes total sense.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right, I'm gonna
good.
try to pull up a different chart here. Okay, you know how when you showed me how to set up our own widgets, like our own screen?
Uh-huh.
How do I get back to the screen that I set up?
So on the left side of the entire screen, like your whole monitor, there's how do you say, there's also widgets, but they call them windows, right? So you have your account window, your paper trading window, your market window. One of them's called customize. Click on the customized, and then it's going to bring you to um, your the ones that you have made, unless you just adjusted the one that was already given to you at the start.
Gotcha. No, I made two separate ones so I could bounce back between information.
Cool.
So
So you're there then, huh?
I'm hitting customize and I'm not seeing it do anything. Let me try it again. Okay, customized. Huh.
Is it there?
It pulls up a screen, but it's not the screen I created. Did I have to save them maybe?
Yeah. So it's gonna pull up a screen, and what you're gonna do is it's not the screen you created, right? It's a totally different one.
Right.
So in the corner next to where you're exiting out of the whole program, at the top right where the X is, right below it there's a little arrow drop down where you add and you remove widgets, right? Or you got your widget stuff. You click on that, it's going to show you the whole customized window that you're working in, and then it says add widgets, save as a customized layout, new layout, and on the left of that it's hidden. You got to move your mouse over it. There's an X.
Oh, okay.
Exit out of that one. It's going to pull back that screen of all your windows, and you can go back to the one that you created.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
You got it?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I'll wait till we're done doing this. I'm gonna have to rebuild them because I didn't save them apparently.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Nice.
So I'm gonna add a couple widgets so I can see what's going on here.
Yeah. Dude, I got to show you something too. What else I found out about Weeble that's just so helpful for building a watch list with charts in it. If you wanna take a look at my screen, you'll actually be able to see my watch list with my charts. So tell me when you're ready, and I'll show
I'm
you.
looking.
Okay. So this is my main window, right? My customized window. I have three charts here. This is the one that I actively trade in, where I can see my orders. I have another widget for charts. This one's my 1 minute, my 5 minute, my 30 minute, and my 2 hour to see the trends. And you see over here on the left where it's got like the indicators, the drawings, the line style, and the grid.
Yeah.
So the grid, you can change. You click one chart, two charts. They got four charts. You can even do the drop down and do 9 charts. Okay. So my watch list consists of 4 to 10, right? So what I do is I have a separate window here. This separate one has all my tickers. So one of them, and you can change the time frame here. You see I'm going 1 minute, 5 minute. These are all separate tickers. I'm changing the time frame of all the separate tickers at once. So I usually have the 30-minute time frame of different tickers here. Like this one is VYNE, AVCT, ENSE here, EFOI, BOXD. I got all my different tickers here. And this is how I kind of scope my watch list to see the plays. If I want to trade off a 30-minute, maybe I want to trade off the 5 minute, I'll look for, see what's going on. I know you like trading just on the order book, but maybe that's helpful for you in the case that you have different time frame charts. You can totally use the grids here, and it'll set up. You can
That's
set up,
cool.
9 different charts in one chart window.
Oh man, I love it.
Dude,
Technology is
it's great,
amazing.
man, for real. Do 5 minutes.
Okay.
This one.
That looks good. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I got it, man. This
Nice,
looks,
dude.
yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, it's way cleaner than just like adjusting the small ones, because this way you can sync them like at the top. They've got like on the grid sync, it says you can sync the symbol, you can sync the time, you can sync your indicators, or you can just click each one and type the ticker individually. So it totally is fantastic.
Oh yeah. So everything you need, you can get it into one space if you don't want to use multiple screens.
Exactly, yeah.
I like the snapshot. Okay, so where are we at on? Oh, I gotta put the new ticker in. ININN. Here we go. Trying to load. There we go. Oh man. So I have it where I can click on something and it shows me the top movers up and down, gainers and losers,
Yeah.
and it pulls it off in a separate box.
Oh shit.
Oh, it shows IINN shares fell 5.7%
Yeah, just
in
now I think the.
pre-market.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
You look at all the ones we were trading yesterday, and they're in the losers bracket.
Exactly, yeah.
Except EFOI went back up. That's strong as death. APDN, that one was a good one this morning.
Yeah.
VYNE, I
Uh-huh.
was on that one.
See, I should have played BOXD. Remember we were saying the technicals were bad. I should have played that on the reversal because that one came back up after
Oh yeah,
maybe an hour into.
I had it on my watch list. It went up over $1 per share. I think
Yeah,
it
I
was like a
know.
dollar 18 or something. Yeah, that would have been a good one to jump in.
I messed up because I was just so stuck on taking profits for I was just stuck on my strategy for IINN. I was just jumping in instead of really looking for, a good strategy. So I totally messed up.
The cool thing is that you're realizing early what you can do different to enhance your trading experience.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of it, because we're going to make mistakes, we're going to miss things. We're not going to see everything because there's so much data all the time,
Mhm.
and especially if you're in more than one ticker at the same time, that
Yeah.
that gets a little crazy. But when you go back and you analyze it, you're like, okay, how can I fix it for next time?
Uh-huh.
Or when you make a ton of money, how can I do this again?
Yeah.
You know, because every play you have to treat differently, and even the same stock from trading session to trading session, like you can't come in today, which I notice a lot of people do this, and this is why they end up losing money. Is they'll come in today and they'll say, "Oh, you know, SYTX went up 56% yesterday. It's going to do it again today." Well,
Yeah.
why do you think it's going to do it again today? Did they put out new information to get it past that? Is there more volume coming in? Has it finally hit the scanners? Is it trending? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of people think that history is going to
Yeah.
repeat
They
itself.
chase the stock. Exactly.
Yeah. And I can't be mad at that because we rely on those people chasing the stock to make money on the rebound and the
Yeah.
reversals, and the bounces.
Mhm.
But what I notice is there's a lot of hope and desperation. I always hear, well, I hope it goes up back to the all-time high.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I mean, see, I'm starting to realize when it does that. I'm starting to see the kind of strength that it has to have. It has to be really nice stair stepping, and when I see something like that, then that's going to be a reason for me to get in. We're going to be breaking all time highs, but for something that's we just hit the all time high yesterday, and now we're slowly moving down. I don't know. That's kind of we're gonna see a jump, but it's not gonna hit the highs.
Exactly. Well, and one thing that I like to do when I'm doing my due diligence on a stock is I'll go through the highs and the lows, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'll use the capability of the internet. Google is definitely your friend, where you can find out. Okay, this went to $10 on this day from $5. What happened that day? So you start looking at the news, and you're like, oh, okay, they announced phase one results, and they were positive. So now we're looking at the same stock, and it's back down to $5, and
Mm-hmm.
then people say, well, it went to $10 last time, it's going to do it again because it's running. Well, the question is, it ran on positive phase one results. What is the reason behind the stock running today? Are they doing phase two results?
Yeah.
Because you could see a similar run or even higher. Or is it they're expecting a tweet from the CEO of the company and they think it's going to do that powerhouse, do 100% run because
Right.
of a tweet?
Right. Yeah.
So you have to be able to filter through all that shit, when you're going through places.
Yeah. And that's why I'm really interested in stocks that are running and then they take a super sharp downtrend, like downturn, and it's not like a slow one. It's so sharp. That's something that I'm interested to get in on a that it's still strong. That's a still strong, like ISIG. Remember, I was or EV or EV, EFIV, or it was one that Remember that was the day we were talking. You're like, yeah, I wouldn't have cut that yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Th-
yeah. ISIG.
Not ISIG, was another one.
Oh,
EFIV maybe.
yeah. That could have been it.
I think it was, but that was a time when that stock must have dropped like 50 or 60% that day, and I almost sold at the bottom. I'm so glad I didn't, because now I understand that that was still a strong market. But looking at it at the time, all you see is a big red candle, and you're like, "What is going on?" You're like, "This thing is weak." You're like, "I gotta get out." All you see is your account going red, and you're thinking, "Oh my God, I gotta get out. What's going on?" And you take the loss, and then you move on to the next ticker, and you're like, "Holy crap, that one's running like still. I should have stayed in." And so that's what I'm trying to realize now. And it totally could be because of news coming out that the stock is dropping like that. Chances are it's probably not. If good news just came out, bad news might not come out the same day, right? It's probably going to
Right.
happen like maybe next month. If you're super unlucky, maybe next week. If you're buying at the wrong time, or the world's going to shit, it might come out same day, right? But chances
Oh,
are,
yeah.
people of the bearish, if you're bullish, people of the bearish party, right? Because all these news entities and all these things, they want to post bullish and bearish, right? They want to post bullish and bearish news. So there might be slight bearish news. You got to be able to differentiate. Okay, yeah, look more into the news. You don't want to be thinking that just because the news is a little crappy, right? Oh my God, that's why the market's tanking. All this stuff. So you got to be able to see. That's something that me and John, my roommate, not you, my other John, my roommate, we were so great at with GameStop. We were able to look through all the crappy, just totally biased news because of these hedge funds that were, probably sponsoring these news entities, or they're the ones that are funding them. And the ones that were in war, there are some hedge funds that are long biased, and they want to put out long biased news. Then there are some hedge funds that are short biased, they want to put out short biased news. So it's a total clash, and this is what I learned during the GameStop saga, that this is what happens. So we were talking, we were like, dude, what is going on? All this stuff. I was like, oh, I get it. They're still shorting the stock. I was like, John, bro, they're still shorting. He was like, nah, they never covered shit, bro. I was like, no, look, that's a little cover right there. He's like, nah, that's nothing. I was like, oh my God, you're right.
Oh, yeah. You can tell when bears get desperate.
Yeah. They want to put that news out.
They do. And, and then how many times have we seen fake articles that have been circulating, either to the positive or the negative?
Yeah.
You're like, man, that stock just ran $20 a share and I
Uh-huh.
didn't jump in it. And then you're like, but it's going to keep going. So you look it up to verify the news and you realize it's not filed with the SEC. And
Yeah.
you're like, that's not real news. And then all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, the stock just bottoms out.
Wow. I haven't seen that. Yeah, I gotta look for that. See how what
Oh,
that looks
dude,
like.
I was in a stock. This was maybe 4 years ago. I think it was Elfin. It was an insurance company. I owned the shares for like $1 or something. It was stupid cheap. They had some news come out, and the stock ran to $130,
Whoa.
and people were buying it at $130. And I was way out by that point. Once it hit 100, I was like, "Yeah, this is good. I'm going to take my gains and move on to the next." But I still watched it because I wanted to see how far up it was going to go. And then, of course, I'm kicking myself in the ass saying, "Oh man, it just hit 110, just hit 120, just hit 130," and then you're calculating how much money you lost because you sold.
Uh-huh.
As opposed to the $98 plus a share that you just made on its run to 100. But then I'm watching it and the volume keeps increasing and people are paying $130 for this thing. And I'm like, who the hell buys at the top? Well, then the SEC halted the stock and then they held it. It was for suspicion of dirty trading. And the company had put out false information to a social media company that had plastered all over the internet that everybody was reading this news and it was false. And so they held the stock, I think it was 3 months, it might have been 4 months. And when they finally released it, the shares were worth $4. So
Wow.
not only did they hold all your capital, because $130 a share, that's a lot of money for anybody. I
Yeah.
don't care if you're a trillionaire. So they held all that capital that you can't use for the next 3 or 4 months. But then when they opened it up, you were down $126 a share, just like that.
Now, did it ever
So
bounce back?
no, man, no. It's extremely important to always verify the news source and verify where the news is coming from. But then, after a drop like that and a company releasing shady shit like that, who wants to invest in that stock?
Yeah.
I'm going to actually pull up the ticker just so I can see where it's at. That was my first like crazy ass runner that I had ever seen.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
now it's worth 0.0009. So it
Whoa.
never recovered.
It's on Weeble?
Yeah,
No way. Wow.
I'm pretty sure this was the ticker if I remember correctly.
Yeah, what's the ticker?
LFIN.
Long fin.
So let us. Here we go. Oh, see, it only lets us go back a year. Oh, but it shows you the money. Okay, there we go.
Wow. Yeah, nobody is trading this stock.
No, man, it's dead because you're never going to trust it again. I have one. Actually, I have a handful.
You there?
One sec, man. Yeah, I'll be right back. Hold on, my phone was ringing.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah.
Be right back.
No problem. Yeah, so if you guys are wondering how my videos are gonna come out now, it's all screenshots, and I'm just gonna roll through the screenshots, candle by candle, and kind of very quickly. It'll be like a 15-minute trading recap, so you guys can still see the candles. You guys can still see how I traded, and yeah, that's gonna be the new way that I'm gonna be doing the videos because I usually end up trading all day. or at least I'm looking all day for stocks. I'm looking all day for maybe runners, or some stocks they might dip in the morning. I might be want to reverse in the afternoon. So um, screenshots are how I'm going to be doing the videos now, and then the live trading is going to be on the Discord with John and other people. We're going to be doing the live kind of trading like that. So yeah, just if you guys are wondering why the videos are now 15 minutes long on the daily challenge for the $100 to $1,000, that's why. I was making all these rules, like all this kind of stuff, and I just can't believe like how nonsense it was, you know. It's so nonsense. Like if I believed in it, like if the stock was gonna run, why would I not put all of my money into it, right? If it's showing very good signs it's gonna run, probabilities are there. Why would I not put all my money into it? And that's just the kind of trader I am, and I've learned that, I've seen that, and that's what I'm doing now. And some people might say, "Oh, you're gonna blow your account." Yeah, but it's not like I'm just leaving it to wither away once I place the trade. Once I place a trade, the first 10 minutes, first 30 minutes, those are the most important times that are going to verify the trade. Okay, is it reversing? Is it really a strong trend right now? Is the stock strong? Is everything good? That's going to determine the first 10 minutes, first 30 minutes. If it's slowly going down, that's going to tell me my thesis. If it's doing this, that's going to tell me what's going on. So in this case, it's still reversing. In this case, and I'm glad, because I stayed in the trade. I held through all these periods, these drops. I held. I think I must have been down like $8 or something here, which is a lot for my $100 account. All right, that's 8%. I was down like $8 there, and then I recognized this trend to say, "Oh, thank God we are reversing." Because I knew we were reversing, but when? Right? I didn't know if it was still going down. That was gonna be the problem, if it was still shooting down, which I didn't think so. And a lot of that was by these rejections here. It taught me, or it showed me, that it wasn't going down for much longer, which is great. So we're just looking right now. So you can see I'm taking screenshots. A lot of orders coming in at 415. Looks like that's looking to break. So this would definitely be a time that I'd start putting money in if I had more money, which I do. I do have a little more capital, but I'm not going to put all of it right now, although it might be sensible to. Maybe I will. I'll put it at 4.2. Yeah, we'll buy some at 4.2. I'll take 3 shares. Because what I think is going to happen, I think it's going to take another hard run. So I think 4.2 is going to really determine that for me. Yo.
My wife had a flat tire this morning, so she knew I had to call and then called in, so I thought it was an emergency.
Okay, cool. Glad she's okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was going to take the car and go put air in it because I replaced the tire, and then she wanted it. And then you never know when your spare tire is going to not have air in it. You ever have that happen? You get a flat tire, you put the spare on, and it goes right to the ground.
No, I haven't had that happen.
Oh my gosh, I just had it happen on my Honda Civic probably about 6 months ago.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I actually blew two tires out on the car, and when I went to replace the one, I put fix-a-flat in one because it was a small nail in it, and I was like, okay, cool, but the other one was just shredded. So I did the fix-a-flat just to try to get it up so I could get the car back to the house, go buy new tires, and then I put the spare on, and then the spare tire went straight to the ground. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. How did I never check the air in the spare tire?
No.
So I wanted to make sure it wasn't one of those situations.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Man, I want to leak to you so bad how I'm going to be doing these videos, but I know you're going to love the style. You're really going to like how I do it, man.
that's awesome. I can't wait to see it.
It's only going to be
Oh,
15 minutes. It's going to be 15, and it's going to be like educational totally. Like I can't wait.
I can't wait either. That's awesome. Holy
I
crap. AMC is getting pounded.
really, right now it's getting destroyed.
26.44, man.
Oh, GameStop's at 149.
If it drops to 100, I'll load more.
Yeah, AMC's CEO and the CFO sold their shares. They sold a bunch.
That's because they knew the price was going to drop. They want to make some money.
Huh.
And the markets are at about a wash right now. Dow is up 0.29%. S&P is 0.59 and Nasdaq's 0.33, which means they could go red at any time. I'm surprised that today has been as fruitful as it's been.
Right.
Just because Friday there's always a sell-off. Once you get back from lunch, you expect everything to tank. And then Bitcoin is on the downtrend too, so cryptos are doing terrible.
Wow.
So, okay, you're still in IINN. You need to
Yep.
sell that one before you go into your next play. Let me
Yes.
see where I think it's going to go.
I currently think it's not gonna pass 4.7. I think it's gonna be able to go up. The majority of my sells are below 4.5, but I think 4.7 is like a wick for me. If it wicks, I'll get all the orders.
Let me take a peek at the order book. All right. Okay, so the inflow and the outflow only has a 1% difference.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, it could go either way. Then resistance isn't until $5.64. So
Yeah, and the average price is 483.
oh yeah, support's only at 350 though, so that could be an issue. Now, let's see how the volume's doing.
There it goes. It just broke out of that little bull flag right there.
That's good. That might be the push it needs. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just waiting right now. I'm waiting for hear that ding ding ding, get all my orders filled.
Do you keep it loud so you can hear it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Angel's getting its wings.
I like
The bell's going
feeling.
off.
Yeah, I'm in the casino when I hear that.
So average daily volume is 17.17 million.
Where are you finding that? You finding that on the quotes, like on the I see it.
Yep.
7
And
million,
then
7 million 150,000.
the average volume on this is different. Oh, it's for the okay. Webull is set up. It says average volume, and that 3M. So I'm assuming that's for the 3 month.
Yeah.
And I am actually looking at Robinhood because it's super easy to get all the information you need up front.
I see.
On their app, The main things that I look for, those 5 things, they're all right there. Like right when you open it, you have the chart, and then it drops right to the stats, they call it, and
Mm-hmm.
it shows the open price,
Huh.
what the high of the day was, what the low of the day was, 52-week high, 52-week low, and then
Maybe
it
I'll
shows
check
the
it out.
volume, average volume. And right now, IINN has turned 16.29 million shares. So we have 2 hours, over 2 hours left in the trading session, and we're almost at average daily volume.
Mm-hmm.
So it does have a chance to go up. I think we need to see more buying pressure, though.
Yeah. I think it's slowly getting there, which is what I want to see for reversal. I want to see it get. I don't want to see just big jumps. Well, I do, because then I can get out of my all of my orders. But in the sense that I would like it to get to my orders, I don't want to see just like a big jump and then see you later. It's back down.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And man, I wish these people would pay the ask versus putting a price on the bid. It looks like you got a big buyer at $4.07, and then again at $4.06. But then
Weeble,
if
it
you go
shows
over it,
here 415. But let me look on Mumu because you might be looking Mumu, right?
I am.
Yeah, let me look on Mumu.
And it's showing 427 is the first resistance. And then after that, it should run to 436. So if it can clear 427, which we need some buyers,
Yeah, it'll
or
probably
just
go
one big
down.
buyer.
Oh, like it just now did. Yeah, it'll probably go
Yeah.
down, and then we should see some people coming in right now. Let me just get that. There you go.
Oh, someone just put a bid for 10,300 shares for $4.15.
Yeah, so Weeble, that's funny. I think Weeble had it before Mumu had it then.
Yeah. Well, and trading on the two different platforms, they're all independent of each other. So it's so crazy how the actual stock exchange works because, I have 16 different stock platforms and every single one of them will tell you different. But the one thing that always stays the same is the price.
Yes, that's why I like trading the price.
Yeah, that's not a bad strategy.
Hey, you might like something. I want you to check out this widget that I found in Weeble. You might really, really like it. I'm using it right now as we speak. It's called the active order entry. Have you already used it?
No, active order. Oh,
Yeah,
let me
so
pull up all the widgets.
yeah, it's going to be under the trade widget.
Okay,
Active order entry.
there it is. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna add it. I think I get it.
Yeah, it's got the order book, time and sales, and it's got the trade available for you to trade off that.
Yeah, man, I like it.
And then you can also change it, like in the corner. You just hit you hit its widget in that widget, like the kind of column bar or the horizontal
Yeah,
bars, and you do mini quotes preference, and then you can even change it to do market by order, which is actually what I have right now. It shows me how many like entities, right, and how many of
yeah.
each. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Oh man, yeah. That would definitely help the flow of trading move faster.
Yeah, so I'm actually using the market by order in the active order entry, and that as my trade placer, and then I also use the regular order book as to show me the majority of the orders overall, and then I use the ladder and I zoom out on the increments. I do it like by 10 cents or so, and it shows me the overall trend of the stock, where the overall resistance is, and stuff like that.
Oh man, yeah, that's actually really helpful.
Good, man. I'm glad you enjoy that. I thought you would.
Can
I was waiting to say it.
I add it to my regular charts? Oh yeah, there it is. Put it right there.
Yeah, you just drag it over. You can do that with anything.
You know what I realized along the top of Webull, you can put as many widgets as you want, and then you just click on it, so you don't have to leave the page.
Exactly.
Like I have quotes, volume analysis, the ladder, the price ladder.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Um,
if they do what Mumu has done with like they just improve it slightly, almost give it a more kind of informational feel like Mumu. It seems like it's getting there, dude. Weeble's gonna be like the best app.
yeah, Webull's my favorite
I really love
to trade
Weeble.
off of.
Yeah.
Now
Especially
we're
the
back
way
up.
that they're doing it with, they're making the order book and all the active order entries, stuff like that, and making it so customizable. That's what's important for traders, you know? It's
Right.
excellent. It's excellent. I love it, man. It makes my day so much easier because whenever I figure something out, I want to be able to adjust my strategy to that. I want to be able to say, "Oh shit, I need to do it like this," and then Weeble just totally lets me. It's so great.
That's cool. It's like it's your own personal platform. You're like, they did this just for me.
Yes, man, it's great.
Okay, in is going back down.
IINN.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
watching it
I
right
just got a
now.
lead on another good ticker. CURV.
CURV.
Let's take a look at this. Okay, so it's up 17 cents. High of the day was 11.59. Low was at 10.78. That would have been the place to get in. 52-week high, 33.19. See what the 52-week low is. 10. Oh, so today it hit the 52-week low.
You said IIRV.
CURV.
CURV.
Charlie
Oh, I've seen that.
Uniform.
Where have I seen that? I've seen that somewhere. Anyways,
All right, take a peek at this. I might take a run at this one.
yeah, it's looking
Let's
to
see if
start
it
legging
moves.
up. It's reversed already.
It has, okay, RSI is where it needs to be. It's at 50. Looks like the price is going to go up. There's not enough buyers, though. That's the problem.
So it's got to go down
Now,
and collect buyers.
yeah. Now, according to this, though, the inflow, there's not a lot of buyers, but there's a lot more shares that are being purchased than what are being sold.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look over on the ask side, you're going to see 11111111153111111. Those are the number of shares. So somebody's trying to make it look like there's a lot of sellers, but there are way more shares that people are trying to purchase than people are trying to sell.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the top seller is asking $12.62, and the bottom seller is asking $6.91. So somebody's in here manipulating the hell out of this one. But if we could get more buying pressure, if anybody would hit the ask versus the bid, it would jump the price up.
Huh.
And I'm seeing first resistance is at $11.73. So I am actually going to take a crack at this at 11.43. Let me call it out in the group.
Nice. Hey, IINN is Uing up, so it looks like it might be making like a cup or something.
Nice. Does it already have the handle?
No, no, that's important, huh?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. If you're trying to fill out the full formation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm looking for 1172 will be my first price target. And then my second one will be 1199. And this is assuming nothing changes. And then my third one will be 1250 plus. Only because I don't have any more information to be able to tell how much higher it's going to go.
Yeah.
There we go.
A lot of buyers right
And
now
now,
on IINN. Yeah, what were you saying?
oh, now we'll sit back and let it do its thing.
Yes, sir. I'm just waiting to get out and fucking make my money back on IINN. That's like all I'm worried about. And once I do that, I mean, I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the day. I can't afford to lose it again.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to take it easy because I'm seeing everything starting to sell off.
Yeah.
So
Let me check my watch list.
after the regular market ends, wait till about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then I'll start looking for weekend swings.
Maybe I'll join you on that. Yeah, maybe I will join you on that.
Yeah, it's easy. I like to buy everything about 7:45 p.m. to 7:50 p.m. and then you just hold it and you just make sure you're up at 4 a.m. the next trading session. And what you're hoping is that hedge funds or market makers trade it after hours or over the weekend, and so that when it opens up on Monday at 4 for pre-market, that the new price reflects an increase.
Hmm.
And and I would say it works maybe 10% of the time.
Yeah.
Where at 4 a.m. that you've got, if you bought 10 tickers, one of them is going to be up, but then the other ones more than likely will not be down. They'll be at least at what you paid for it because you
Right.
bought it so late. So at that point, you can make the decision: do you want to hold it and ride it out for the day, or do you just want to get rid of it? To me, I look at it as like it's free money made while the market's closed, and then you
Yeah.
just open up and snag whatever the profits are.
Huh. Because just
Which,
technically trading's 24 hours, but we don't have access to it, is what you're saying.
yes, that is correct.
Cool, cool.
Now, I know TD has a program where you can purchase 24-hour trading, but in order for a trade to execute, two things has to happen. You have to have a buyer and you have to have a seller, and you have to agree to pricing. So if you only have, we see how hard it is enough to try to get your prices filled, currently. So
Mm-hmm.
picture if you have one guy saying, okay, I'm going to sell you 100 shares. And then you have one guy that says, I want to buy 100 shares. What are the odds that they're going to get together on price and make that happen?
Right.
And so normally you'll just see a stalled order book
Interesting.
until new buyers and sellers come in. But we're batting 1,000 this week for overnight trades. Every single overnight swing we did profited minimum of at least $1 just
Whoa.
from swinging it overnight. And it's every single one that we've done. We had one Monday, I think it was two Tuesday, two Wednesday, and two Thursday.
Damn. That was this week?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, this week's been crazy.
it has. And I'll tell you, I think next week we'll see the markets improve a little bit because the new information that the media is putting out about the Omicron virus
Uh-huh.
is that it's more contagious, but it's way more mild than the Delta variant.
Yeah.
And so, professional traders get scared when things like that happen, which is why we see the big sell-offs. And
Uh-huh.
then you have your shorts come in and manipulate it and take advantage of the fear, which
Yeah.
is how they make their money. And so if you're thinking, okay, I can't go in public, but then they tell you, well, it's mild, and then you're like, oh, so it's not going to kill me. And then if you've had all three shots, they're saying that there's a very small percentage that you're going to catch it. And then if you do, it's going to be very mild disease.
Huh.
Even though the CEO of both Moderna and Pfizer said it would take another 2 to 3 weeks from about a week ago before they had any data to be able to tell us what's going on with that variant. I swear the media is just there to scare the hell out of people.
That's exactly what it is. Shit's run by the markets.
It really is.
So I'm looking at AVCT right now. It almost looks like you might have some fun to the upside.
That was we banked on that one overnight.
Yeah, yeah.
What was it? We paid $2.44, I think, for it, and sold it at 303 this morning.
Hmm.
And it actually went higher, but I missed my chance to sell it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go higher.
During the market, it hit 313 after 9:30. In pre-market, I know it was up more than that. I just can't remember what the actual number was.
Maybe it might go higher. Mm.
Ooh, Brian has joined our call. What's up, brother?
What's up, Brian?
What's going on?
We're working on a slow day today.
Yeah, I tried to join y'all just a minute ago, but it was real choppy. I don't know what the problem was.
Yeah.
Could be my internet too. I got a notice from CenturyLink right before we got on the call that my service is going to cut in and out.
I gotcha.
And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. 3 different internet providers, and I can't get a decent signal out of any of them.
You don't have satellite, do you?
No, we can't have a satellite as of right now because we live in the fly zone or the fly pattern for Fort Bragg. And
No.
if you got a satellite, you're actually maxed on how many megabytes you're allowed to use per day. And
Right.
what it came down to is you'd be allowed to watch about a 1 30-minute show, and then the satellite would shut off.
Yeah,
No way.
That's what I have here.
Yeah. And so I'm hoping now with this new Starlink, once they get those up, I hope that it goes around all of that. But that's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
You looking at any tickers, Bry?
No, just kind of took my profits this morning, just holding what I got. I'm staying in STRN and CYN. Thinking about maybe PETV and then TIVC. Picking those.
PETV and TIVC. Let me take a peek at those. Are you pulling them up, Ted? Or are you stuck
Yeah,
on
let's pull it up.
IINN?
Let's pull it up. I'll pull up PETV.
Okay, and I'll do the TIVC. Nice. Okay, let me see what we're working with here.
What's your average?
Very low. I hadn't bought into them yet.
Oh, okay. Are you waiting on a reversal?
No, they look. Hold on. I do everything on my phone. Let me look real quick.
Haha.
kind of seeing if TIVC will go back down to around 380, somewhere around there. Pick some up there. And then PETV. Let's see. I'd like to see it get somewhere around the 330 mark before I pick some up.
Interesting.
If they'll do it. Not.
So what's your time frame on your trades?
I really don't have one. I'm just swinging. I'm using a small account, so I'm not rushing anything.
Cool. Yeah, that's probably like a real good entry then if you're gonna swing. Usually that'd probably be like a weekly or a couple days.
I hadn't done a ton of research on those, but I know the STRN, once that quiet period's over on the 20th, it's probably going to run to 10. But I need to do some research on them too. I seen them as an idea, so I got to do some research and see if they're on a quiet period or what's going on with those. But
Are they new companies? We've been in Pet V before. I remember that one. I don't think I've ever seen TIVC.
TIVC is a newer IPO.
Okay, it's down 10 cents on the day. Someone's loading up on TIVC. I don't know if I don't think you're gonna hit the 380. You got a big player at $4.41, buying 11,300 shares, and then there are way more people selling though, so they'd have to sell enough to offset it in order to get the price to drop. But then you've got 420. You've got a lot of big buyers too, so that should push the price back up. And then at $4, so if someone's trying to keep it above $4 is what I think when I'm looking at the order book.
Okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I'll settle alert now.
You might get close though. I'll tell you what though, if it breaks $4, it's gonna free fall. So you may be able to get it for a lot less, but 52-week low on it is where did I put it? I got so many monitors open. Okay, 52-week low is 330. Yeah, 331. So, you might be able to see it. It founded in 2016. However, the company just went public November 11th. Yep, on November 11th. So it hasn't really shown what it can do.
Right. And it's got a tiny float.
Okay, here we go. Oh, man. I can't get my little bar over there. There we go. Okay, so it looks like 480 was the high, and that was right after the IPO, and then it dropped. What do they do? They're a healthcare specialist. And there's their float. Market cap's 41.61 million. And okay, 41. 610. 41 million. 610,000 divided by 449. So it's got a little over 9 million shares.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. And then let me see how many of those shares are tied up. And I can probably find out if there's a silent period on it. I'll take a peek. Doesn't look like a bad ticker. I just need to know more about it.
Right.
TIVC. Okay, here we go. Everything will be revealed. Okay, they haven't turned a profit since they've been open. Okay, yeah, insiders own 28.4%. So out of that 9 million, so there's roughly 72% of the float available. So there's roughly 6.6 million shares available to trade. There's no institutional ownership, and probably because they're an IPO and they just opened.
Right.
So, okay, there's more shares locked up somewhere. It has 5 million shares is what's in the float.
Won't take nothing to launch it.
No, not at all. And then let's see. It's a bioelectronic device company that delivers non-invasive neuromodulation products for the treatment of inflammatory conditions. Their main product is Clear Up. It's a medical device that relieves sinus and nasal inflammation. Oh, it's like that thing where you see with the water that flows in. Have you seen those
The
commercials?
neti pods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shoot, when it gets too bad here in Georgia, I have to use one every now and then.
Does it actually work?
Yeah. Yeah.
No doubt. That's pretty cool. I've often wondered that. I'm like, does that work? Now we know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a weird feeling, I ain't gonna lie. But it works.
As long as it can help you breathe.
Hey. It's something else.
Okay, so it looks like the pandemic hurt them because from 2019 to 2020, they lost less money, but then in 2021 it increased and it went up by their losses almost doubled. They're at about 80%.
John, what ticker are you looking at again?
TIVC.
Thank you.
But they do 50% of their income comes from sales. So I'm surprised it didn't go up with the pandemic. People want to breathe.
Yeah.
And it's up on the week. It's up 13%. And then for the year, it's down. Since they opened, it's down almost 12%. I would have to do more research to see if they're going to release, any type of catalyst.
Right.
But at a general snapshot, this looks like it could fly. Especially with only 5 million shares.
Yeah, I hadn't. Like I said, I'll see tickers and I'll write them down. I just hadn't done the research on that one yet. That one, the one Teddy's looking at, and then I got a couple others that I hadn't. I just put on my watch list to kind of keep an eye on them.
You know what's funny? I was saying this yesterday. I realized that I've never thought about the watch list, and it's literally the stocks you're watching.
Yeah.
And I realized when you have a watch list, you could go ahead and the platform that you're watching them on, you just put the tickers, like if it's your day trading account or your swing account or your short-term swing account, long-term account, you just put the tickers there and you can get a snapshot of all of those tickers just by looking at the watch list.
Right.
Even if you're in them, you just put them on there. And I was like, wait, I never thought of that before. Just because I use Zax so I can have all my tickers in one place.
Right.
And then, it puts them red to green for me so I can see what's the most profitable, what's the least profitable. And that's how I've been maintaining them. But if I just put the watch list, I can look at it when I'm going through each portfolio without having to pull up each stock individually and look at it. Right. And I was like, holy shit, you can actually use the watch list to watch the stock.
Imagine that.
Go figure, right? It only took me 5 years to realize that.
Sometimes things click and you're like, why in the hell didn't it click before?
Exactly. You never know.
I got two more if y'all want to look at them.
Yeah. Also,
Luke Kelly.
AVCT is also looks like we're getting a reversal right now on AVCT.
Yeah, I hadn't sold that one yet. That's the one, John, that I was telling you this morning about my day trading strategy. I hadn't sold all of it yet.
I jumped all out of it at 302.
Yeah. Well, after I'd have to go back and look at my resistance and all that, but after it broke that 340 or 240 this morning, there was not a whole lot between that and then $4. That's why I didn't. Main reason I didn't sell yet.
I only sold because it's Friday. I was like, it's in the green. I better take it.
Yeah, I sold everything but a quarter of what I had or something like that. So I'm just letting some ride. But here's the other two I got. I got AHI.
Oh, I can already tell you, I love that ticker. I would buy it right where it's at.
It's down 8% today.
Yeah, like for me, that was. I don't know if you remember this, but I had that 1 week where every day I almost made $1 million a day.
Holy crap!
If it wasn't a million, AHI was the biggest reason. AHI and ATPI, I rode those tickers for 5 days in a row.
Dang.
And I was swinging both of them, so I had them. I think one of them I had for 3 months, and one of them I only had for like a month. And
well, this is a recent IPO.
AHI. Let me look at it. Hold on, AHI.
Unless I just hadn't done the research on it, but it's newer. It's newly uplisted.
Huh. Yeah. Let me take a peek. I swear that's the ticker. I could be wrong. I deal with so many tickers. Well, you do too.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of them out there.
Let me just verify. This might not be it. If it's new. Advanced Human Imaging. Founded in 2013. Went public. Oh, no, you're right. This thing just went public November 19th. Okay, that is definitely not it.
You said AHR? Or which one was it?
AHI. And then I got another one if you want to look at it, Teddy.
I'll look at it too.
MRAI.
I've looked at that one before.
Do you have a position already?
No, these are just some I'm looking at.
Okay.
So AHI, highest it's been is 777. It's currently at 535. Low was 304, which was hit right after the IPO. Interesting. November 30th, it bottomed out, and we're December 10th today? So why did it drop? No volume present. They've traded little shy of 900,000 shares. Average daily volume is 6.8 million. Okay. And let me see. This is definitely not the ticker I thought it was.
So what are you looking for? Are you swinging it as well?
I hadn't got in any of those positions. Those four that I told y'all I hadn't got into yet.
Okay.
Like I said, I got a real small account, so I only have a few tickers.
Got it.
Yeah.
AHI is going to drop. You have way more sellers than buyers. It's actually to the point where the order book isn't all the way filled on the bid side. But so there's not a lot of
for MRAI. You should be okay for like maybe next week through like. Hold on, 1 sec.
Teddy's girlfriend's calling. You still on that damn phone? I'm looking at MRAI.
Another.
Whoa. This one
I'm
looks
back.
strong though.
Yeah.
Oh, your girlfriend hung up on you?
Now is my mom.
Close.
No.
Are you
But
coming for Friday night dinner?
yeah, basically. But yeah, I mean MRAI looks good for a couple days, but um, it looks like it's probably not gonna beat 490. It's probably just gonna hang out there for maybe through 2 weeks, and then you might want to see a catalyst, or you might want to see something for it to go higher. But other than that, I mean, it's
Right.
probably just it's probably just gonna hang out there, and then you'll probably see sell off there. It might be really good sell off, or just back down to like 450.
Shit, I think you're going to have a hard time getting past 460. You've got two resistance points before that, 446 and 450. And then, 450 a couple times. So you got somebody blocking it, is what it looks like. And then at 460, you don't have enough sales going through on the bid side or buys that would be able to push it past that. So something would have to change. Now, this one, in my opinion, can go either way because you're about 50-50 on the net inflow versus the outflow. So I think Teddy's right. You'd have to have a catalyst planned for it to go higher, because if it's gonna follow the trends of the market, it's probably gonna keep going down.
Yeah.
Right.
But support's at 402, so there's not gonna be. It doesn't look like it'll break through support currently. I don't see it going less than 422. I think that's the lowest we're going to see it.
Their quiet period just ended on the 6th, so I would imagine first of the year they'd be crazy not to release some kind of PR.
Yeah, you would think so. So they could sell shares and make money.
Let's see, I'm trying to see where's the other one.
Teddy, what do you think of Pet V?
Oh, let me look back at it. I forgot now. Oh shit! Hold on.
And then, did you see where RIVN's quiet period's over on the 20th? And they just bought, I think it's like 300 or 400 acres down the road that they're putting their plant down here.
Ooh, down by you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a big boy stock. RIVN.
Yep. So it's a 300. It's either 300 or 400 acres that they just bought, and then it's across I-20 from. It's called Staten Springs, which has Facebook in it and all that. So it's a big industrial area down here. But
nice.
I bet they're gonna. I bet after that quiet period, they release all that kind of information. It's probably gonna fly again too.
Yeah, I would think so on a stock that expensive, because it doesn't get that high without having some value to it, and without the investor relations department knowing what they're doing.
That's right.
So for Pet V, it looks like it's gonna reject, but I don't know about right now. And I mean like reject going back up, so it's gonna reverse. But it might be.
Yeah, I think we. Go ahead.
Yeah, it'll either be like after hours today, or maybe at the end of in a couple hours here we might see a big jump. But personally, I don't think so. Personally, I think it's gonna go to like the next support, which is like 380.
Yeah.
No.
380, then 350 is what I'm seeing. But I don't have all that high-tech computer stuff.
It helps a little bit.
I bet it helps a little bit.
Not as much as you think.
Yeah. So from the order book, I mean, it looks like someone's not putting a big sell order. It just looks like they're really like they're trying to ease out of their position right now. There's like so many 100, 200 orders on the sell. There's like some that are 600 at like 515.
Yeah.
You know, someone could be like trying to get out slowly. The reason why they want to get out slowly is just short-term profit, probably, right? Like, unless they really want to get out now, but I don't think so. It's probably just gonna go down just a little more, and then
Right.
it'll probably just go right back up as easy.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's being manipulated.
Yeah,
There's a lot of 1Zs, 2Zs.
yeah,
Someone's selling 5 shares, 6 shares, 10 shares.
It seems like it's every stock now.
Oh my gosh!
Dude.
If I didn't know better, I'd say this is a short ladder.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we're going to see a dip drop down to about the 346 area, and then I don't know if it's going to hold it. Let me see. I don't think it'll hold. I think if it hits 346, if it doesn't hold, I don't think it'll hold at 346. I think it's going to go lower.
Yeah.
But then again, today is Friday, so
That's
it's typically on Fridays. I try not to do a whole lot of trading because there's a lot of selling off, and that's just professional traders not holding through the weekend. To them,
Right.
it doesn't matter what the chart looks like; they just get rid of it so that they can buy it back Monday. So there could be a big difference between today and Mondays have been great for us because of that very reason. Everything sells off Friday. You get into a couple of good weekend swings, and then Monday morning everything runs again. And it's been that way for about the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Even when last week the market was terrible, and Friday it was down 30%, and then Monday this was 2 weeks ago. And then last Monday, when the market opened up, even the futures were down, but all of a sudden, all the stocks started shooting up. And then, I was asked quite a bit, hey, do you think your analogy is wrong? Do you think that it's going to be a good week? And I was like, oh, hell no, it's going to be a bad week. And then, sure as shit, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday sucked again.
Yeah.
But then Monday, everything came back up again. So, when I first started trading, I never traded on Fridays or Mondays because they were pretty much useless.
Huh.
And then I discovered pre-market trading, and I was like, oh, I can buy and sell pre-market and post-market, and then, just ride that manipulation of the order book.
Yeah.
And as we're seeing lately, it looks like pre-market's where you make your money.
Yep.
That's where I make my money, is pre-market.
Well, and that's because most of the hedge funds don't get to work early enough to manipulate the stock at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. So we're just seeing raw data with retail traders like ourselves.
That makes sense.
And I've been known to lopside an order book from time to time so I can secure profits.
Right. That's him.
But then, once 9:30 hits, everybody's on the clock. Then your market makers and hedge funds, if they want to bring that stock down, they're going to tank it, which we see almost every day at open. You're like, oh yeah, it has strength going into the open. 2 minutes later, you're like, holy shit, I just lost all the profits I made.
Yeah. I've been, TF, he always says he ain't buying until 10. I've been watching that, and I've always heard 9:45, but it seems like 10 is where we start seeing the reversals and stuff, or bottoms.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
The saying is never make any decisions related to the market between 9:30 and 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And I try to hold true to that. If I didn't sell at pre-market, then I'm going to ignore the first 30 minutes on that ticker. Because if you reasonably think about it, how many times has it dipped at 9:30, 9:45, and then right after 10 o'clock it starts going back up?
Yeah, it's rare that it comes out of the gate and stays strong.
Yeah. Because you got every short and their brother trying to tank that thing right out of the open.
I swear, I think everybody's shorts now.
Because everybody can.
God.
Everybody can, literally. Like, it's so easy to short now.
Yeah, but there's no stop at your loss. It's infinite. You can have the infinite amount of loss. Why would you even want to take that risk?
And that's the reason I don't short.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like, let's say markets were in relation from Monday through Friday, right? Let's say like Monday through Friday was the entire market. It seems like markets will run Monday. It seems like Tuesday will run even harder. And then Wednesday, it kind of dips and then corrects. And then it's like a slow downturn Thursday and Friday. So I feel like people are just so cyclical that they think that the market's always going to do that, like in terms of Monday through Friday. So like they love being able to hedge against tops and just short everything. The top gainers, just see you later. That's why I like finding shorts. I like using them against them. And it works for me,
Right. Hey, whatever works.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at puts for Apple because once it hits 180, it's definitely coming down.
Oh
yeah.
Just a quick in and out option.
Yeah, there you go.
I do. I don't short, but I do ride the hell out of my puts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And only because there's a maximum on what you can lose on a put. The reason I don't short has nothing to do with the fact that I hate shorts, because you can make a lot of money doing it. It goes back to what Brian said. Your loss could be infinite. One account could wipe out your entire portfolio.
Yeah.
Because
if you go long, it can only go back to zero.
Exactly. But if you go short, they can sell all your positions off.
Mm-hmm.
And then you still owe money. And to me, there's just too much of a risk. Even though you're looking at the stocks and you're like, well, no shit, this is going to drop.
Yeah.
And to me, every time I think I've got the idea I want to short, then I just think about, okay, what if I lose all of my money?
Yeah.
And then that fixes that real quick.
Well, that would be a fun challenge.
Yeah. Right.
Go back down to $300 and do it all over again.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's been one hell of a ride.
Right.
I tell you what, though, this year I did smarten up, though. And instead of riding through the ups and downs, I normally take my licks and then buy it at bottom and let it shoot back up versus holding it to the bottom and waiting for it to shoot back up.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, I can save all that money if I just sell it and then buy it back.
That's right.
See, I'm hurting on that right now.
Oh, are you?
I'm bad at doing that, man.
I can't. I just think I can't do it.
Because the thing is, like, for me, I win consistently until when I have that loss, I don't want to. I always feel like I'm going to get into the streak of loss now. So what I do is I'd rather just hold the position and stop trading and let the trade go profitable instead of trying to predict it now. Because then I feel like I'm going to lose more if I keep trying to trade it rather than just, okay, let it just go back in the green, get out, and you're done. That's how yeah.
I thought just like you till this year. It was actually not until about April of this year, after we had already gotten our asses kicked in March.
Woo!
Like towards the end of March, everything just, like the whole market just cut in half.
Dude, and yeah, I saw that.
Like, I'm never letting this happen again. I predicted it, I called it in the group, and I held all of my positions.
Damn.
Like, how smart, is that?
Mm-hmm.
So I vowed to do that again.
Could have cut all your positions and then had puts put in.
You guys got plans for the weekend?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do some Uber driving and hang out with family.
Oh no. Omicron is in Charlotte, North Carolina, on the campus of where my girls are going to school.
What is?
The Omicron variant.
We'll be close to there in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, you're almost to Myrtle Beach for vacation.
Yep. I'm getting one last hammered. I'm talking about fucked up as a football bat, and then that'll be my last hoorah.
Ever?
No, for a while.
I haven't been able to drink on my new chemo treatments, and I'm just like, you got to be kidding me.
I'm
But
gonna tell you, when you drink a bunch, you really ain't missing a whole lot. The next day just sucks.
that's what they make Vicodin and Percocet for. Bounce back just like that.
Or just grab you a couple tokes and be done.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm like, so am I going to drink New Year's Eve? I don't think I've ever gone a year since I was 4 years old not drinking on New Year's Eve.
Dang it.
Yeah, it's been a long run.
That's dedication.
Every time my wife would talk to me about quitting drinking, because I used to drink a lot, it's different now, ever since the last few years. I might have, a few beers, or I wait till the kids go to bed and then I'll have a mixed drink. And then I had to stop drinking liquor because I started getting stupid crazy on it and, blackout drunk where you don't remember. But you just know everybody you came into contact with is pissed off at you.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, no more hard liquor. So I quit drinking liquor probably about maybe 4 years ago, even though I have snuck it a couple times. Like last year when my portfolio dropped 60%, me and Faz were on the phone talking and we were both just getting wasted.
Nah, he
we were
will.
just like, this is terrible. Oh, yeah, I know he does.
God.
I have been subject to the other calls.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
And then I just started drinking beer and wine. And then I would wait for the kids to go to bed and I would drink a magnum of wine. And then I'm like, wait, the kids are old enough. They can see me drink. They all drink themselves, right? And so then I started drinking at dinner. And then my wife was like, you got to quit. And every medication, they tell me, you can't drink on this because it has negative reactions. And I'm always like, yeah, bullshit. I don't believe you. And then when I was getting the chemo talk from the pharmacist and the cancer doctor, they were like, we're telling you, your kidneys are already weak. They're going to shut down and you're going to die if you drink. And so my wife's always like, have you been drinking? I'm like, no, they scared me enough. You don't have to worry about that.
I bet.
So I haven't drank in, 2 months now?
good.
That's a long time
That's
for me.
really great.
That's awesome. It's
not
not all as
interesting
cracked
for
up to me. Yeah.
I just like it. Like I like how if you drink a little bit, it alters your mood.
The
know,
initial
kind of-
buzz.
Yes, kind of like if you take 1 or 2 tokes and you're just chilling.
Right.
Unfortunately, I'm the guy that can't just do 1 or 2 drinks or 1 or 2 tokes. I'm always, when you walk into a bar and you're like, look at that guy, that's me. Because more is better.
Yeah. See, now, if I drink more than just a couple,
I'll be right back.
if I've made my mind up I'm going to get drunk, it's bad. Because I typically do. And I don't know how my alcohol tolerance is, but as soon as I stop moving, I'm in trouble. Like I can drink a whole handle of vodka before and been fine until I stopped, and it was over.
Oh, then game over. Yeah. As long as you're partying, you're doing okay.
Yeah, as long as you're moving.
I hate it when you get so drunk the room's spinning that you can't go to sleep.
You gotta hang your leg off the edge of the bed.
Oh, I'll have to keep that in
that
mind.
keeps you from spinning.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works.
You're like, trust me, I'm a pro at this.
All right, I'm back. So I took 2 at Cntx. Well, I didn't take it. I got an order in for 526. I'm looking for a little correction before we find a breakout.
Maybe one of these days, a stock will actually run while we're on the call.
Hopefully it's now.
You're like, I want it to be now. As soon as we get off, it's going to run.
Right. So yeah, it's looking pretty strong right now. Actually, I might change my order just below. I might change it to. I'm gonna lift it to 535. And if I miss it, I miss it. I'm just not even gonna.
Not even going to worry about it. You're like, I'm done.
Yeah, nah, but it. I mean, if I can take it, I'm gonna take it. But if I miss it, it's whatever.
My curve trade did not quite work out as well as I thought it would. I've got to average down right now.
I'm still waiting on IINN, man. This is like insane. I mean, it's still strong, so that's good. Everything's correct. Thesis is right. But Jesus, man, I've been waiting like all day now.
Are you just staring at the screen?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Well, it's for the video, right? Like I'm not telling you how I'm gonna do the video, so don't worry. Don't even worry about it. Don't ask again.
Did we ask?
No, no.
Oh, Faz missed the last 3 calls I made that ran.
Maybe PPSI is gonna go. I mean, I'll look at it right. No, not yet. Not yet.
I've been eyeing that one up all day, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's on the watch list.
I want to take a peek at it.
Oh, I sent you my watch list last night.
Yeah. It looked good. You know, the only one that looked crappy on there was the one that tanked, but then it ran.
Exactly.
So it should have
Yeah.
been one of those. We'll wait for the dip because we could tell it was going to drop to $9 some dollars. You know, 8 and just shy of 9.
Exactly.
You could see it on the order book. We should have grabbed it there because then last time I checked it, it was up like $1.15 or 16.
Dude, I know, yeah.
That
I was
would've been a nice
about
trade.
to buy it too, but then I was like, nah, I gotta focus on IINN. Let's, so it's fine. I'm just hanging out anyways. No need to get flustered and shit.
Yeah, I don't think PPSI is going to run today. And you know what's driving me nuts is all of these dark pool trades. They gotta get rid of that stupid dark pool.
Fucking dark pool, man.
PPSI is being sold down in the dark pool, and people are collecting there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, and you know, because the dark pool, just a quick synopsis on it. It was an off the books trading platform so that brokers could trade stocks back and forth to each other without affecting the price. Like, you know, it'd be like me saying, hey, Teddy, I've got 100 shares of GameStop. I'm going to sell you. All I need is $100 for them. I know it's at 150, but what I need you to do is sell me 100 shares of AMC at $25, and we can do the deal. So they would trade it that way to keep it off of the books, and so that they could show their investors. It was a way to hide losses originally.
Yeah.
So they could show their investors, look, I got you in at a good price here. We took a hit here. And so all the Wall Street guys would get together and they would trade off the books on paper back and forth. And then pretty soon somebody created into the electronic, platform and things like that.
Yeah.
And then all hedge funds and professional traders have access to it. And it's so they can trade off the books so that they can hide their losses. Or if they're trading personally, they can make the money and not report the money. And so it's literally just a gray market trading vessel that the SEC says doesn't exist, even though you can type in dark pool online and pay for access to it.
Wow.
And the SEC is like, no, that's not a real thing. It's right here. How is it not a real thing? Like, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
And until the SEC cleans up the market and the manipulation, I think we're going to have a hard time, being able to accurately predict a lot of things.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
Speaking of the SEC, look, did you see that picture I posted in the group?
No. The one on the milk carton?
Yeah, read it.
Yo,
Oh, I didn't read it.
Hey.
what's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
Hey. How's it going?
We're live right now for YouTube.
Nice. Hey, John, did you see that chat setup I just posted in the premium members?
No, I haven't looked at it yet. We've been just shooting the shit, waiting for something to happen. It's been a pretty slow day in the market.
Yeah, I've been.
I'll take a look at it, though. I'm in the dark pool right now looking at PPSI.
Yeah, that's not a bad setup there.
They've traded 66% of the trades today for PPSI have been in the dark pool.
What?
Yeah. Tell me that's not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous, John.
But I was just trying to explain why sometimes we're looking at the trades and you think you can call them because everything is set up exactly right. And then all of a sudden it just doesn't go your way and there's no way to explain it. But the way to explain it is the dark pool.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist. The dark pool does not exist. So that's why I don't think PPSI is going to run today. They're doing all the trades off the New York Stock Exchange. They're off the books.
That's annoying.
And then it is. And shorts are covering in the dark pool. 2.5% of the shorts covered today in the dark pool without losing any money, even though they should have. And let me see what else we got here. Oh, they drive me nuts. Yeah. Okay, so there were 6,026,762 short shares returned through the dark pool today.
Crazy.
Yeah. And it should have went across the NASDAQ, and it didn't. And that way it would have made the price go up. Oh,
Have you guys hit anything today?
they're rebranding.
Yeah, I've made some hits today.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, there were we had some good ones. Cntx, AVCT was a good one.
Yeah, I did all right on IINN.
IINN.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. SIDA shaved a little bit off of that. And then I picked up a couple like VCTX. I picked up WORX, WRX. BFRI was a good day trade.
Nice. I might look to play CNTX again here. I like the daily structure on this.
Then swing.
Yeah. I've actually got a position trying to get filled right now.
ABVC was a small winner. And then I bought CTXR for a 3-month hold, waiting on their phase 3 data for the treatment of lymphoma. So, yeah, there's plenty of money made.
Nice.
And then I picked up Curve, but it dropped a little bit, so I just added more. I averaged down. There is missing Gary Gensler. That's hilarious. Last seen April 17th. Call SEC enforcement. Oh, SGMA is about to take off.
Yeah, I just saw who posted that? Papa Z.
Oh, did he? I just got a notice from my platform that it was going up.
Yeah.
Nice. SG.
All time
Let me
or
look at it.
52-week highs.
Damn, it's at 12:59.
Yeah.
Let me see what my average is. Pretty much just shooting the shit. And so what were you saying you posted, Nick?
So look at the setup on PTN.
Ooh, I like PTN. I think I actually have some.
There's it's potentially closing like a daily green hammer candlestick, and there's like a horizontal wedge pattern. I played this thing from it was like 37 cents and sold right at $1. I called it in the chat like a week ago.
Yeah, I remember that play.
But I think it's gearing up for another move. I've got a 120-ish price target for this, which is like another 110% from where it's at. This thing just like I've seen a lot of these runners like sell off really easily, but this has been consolidating like really nicely. And only thing I'm thinking is just more volume needed for it to go.
I was just gonna say, I'm looking at it. I'm a player if the volume increases, but as it sits right now, it's only got 10% of the average daily volume on the day.
Yeah.
So I would not, personally, I wouldn't buy any fresh shares until the volume goes up, because my philosophy, volume precedes price.
Right. Yeah, this is one I'm still swinging though, and I think like the move could play out in the next week. So I think there's a lot of room for this to go.
I could see that. I'm still holding 20% from the original call you made, because I remember that ticker because I bought it because you posted it and I looked at it and I was like, man, that looks good. And
I just
then it
got
made
filled.
its move to 99 cents.
Yeah, like right at the top.
Yeah, it was right there, and I was like, come on, you can do $1. But there's no way I could. The thing was being held down.
Okay, price target on Cntx. I'm gonna go for 585. That's just
Nice.
that's my short little scalp.
You're shorting it?
No, my short scalp. Sorry, my short-term scalp.
I was like, after everything we just taught you about shorting?
No, sir, I'm not.
I hate shorting so badly. I really do.
I won't do it. I just can't. I can't see losing a bunch of money off of one play.
Yeah.
Fuck it, man. We only YOLO around here, John.
I YOLO to make money, though. I don't want to do it to lose money.
But don't you want to short GameStop and YOLO it?
No, GameStop's going to eventually take off.
Hell yeah.
So will AMC someday.
Yeah, they'll kind of move in the same kind of way.
But I'm not that guy where you're going to see me that doing stock I'm buying, and that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Because just think about it. If you would have bought GameStop or AMC, in January or February at the beginning of the year, and you didn't sell on that first run to $70 some, you're still holding it, and now we're in December.
Yeah.
You're like, I got $100,000 to invest, but it's all tied up.
Right.
Oh, it's already 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I actually have a meeting I have to get into in the next few minutes.
All right, dude.
Cool, Teddy. Thank you again, man. It was good.
Yeah, bro.
And we will conclude on Monday,
Yeah.
and we'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
And I think Monday we'll have a few runners. So, just like what day? Okay, what day is it today? Friday. So it was
Friday.
Wednesday we traded.
Uh-huh.
So on Wednesday we were active, like we were making profits while we were talking.
Yeah, yeah.
And today and yesterday it was like, okay, they're going to move. They're not moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the volume just dropped off.
Right.
It's not going down even. It's just sitting there.
It's just sitting there. Exactly.
But what I think is we'll switch times. I think a lot of it has to do with because we're doing it at lunchtime, which is unfortunately where my schedule permitted it the last 2 days. But on Monday, I can trade early in the morning, so we could even do pre-market.
Yeah, we can.
And that way, we could be in it when a bunch of them are running. So, we can bounce ideas off all of us going back and forth on different tickers and jumping in and jumping out and stuff.
Yeah, I
It'll
like
get
that idea.
exciting.
Yeah, let's do that, man. That's a good idea.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. And let me see here. Who else is on? Oh, everybody else. Oh, Brian.
Oh yeah, I was just sitting here reading some stuff. What's up?
Cool, man. All right. Well, we're getting off, so I just
All right.
wanted to thank you. It was good talking to you, buddy.
You too. Hey, real quick, I was looking at that MRAI ticker. Look at their website.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this was going to be big.
Interesting. I might put it on one of my watch lists then.
I liked it when I saw it, so.
Yeah, take a look at their website.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Cool, buddy. All right, gentlemen.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
Yep. See you guys.
Y'all too. We'll see you.
All right. Peace out. See you, brother. All right. Hey, thanks for watching the Discord call. As you can see, not much action today. A lot of the plays, or actually all the plays, are going to be on the day 8 video. I think today's day 8, but we're gonna have we're gonna have a nice video. It's gonna be 15 minutes long, and we're gonna talk about the plays that we made. And you might have seen me screenshotting during this little video. Yeah, so it's kind of gonna be like that. I'm gonna start doing screenshots of the plays and commenting over the screenshots instead of just you sitting and watching all of this. It's so boring. So that's basically what we'll go on. Anyways, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you guys Monday for the 3rd Discord call. And then I'll also get the video uploaded for the challenge today. All right, peace out. Thanks.